Every year, seniors spend billions on eye supplements, new prescription glasses, and treatments for declining vision. But what if simple dietary changes, timed correctly, could support your eye health naturally? You've been told that vision loss after 60 is inevitable, that blurry vision, dry eyes, and difficulty reading in dim light are just part of aging. But research tells a different story. Studies show that specific nutrients, when consumed at strategic times, can support the natural repair processes your eyes undergo during sleep. Your retina contains the highest concentration of certain fatty acids in your entire body, and these need to be replenished through diet. Lutein and zeaxanthin are the only dietary carotenoids that accumulate in the retina, specifically the macula, and are called macular pigments. The challenge? Most people don't know which foods contain these crucial compounds in bioavailable forms, or when to eat them for maximum benefit. In this video, we'll reveal 6 science-backed foods, ranked from supportive to most beneficial, that research shows can help maintain healthy vision as you age. And the #1 food is supported by the AREDS study, which showed that supplementing the diet with antioxidant vitamins and minerals reduces the risk of developing advanced macular degeneration by 25%. Before we dive in, tell us in the comments, what vision symptom concerns you most right now, and what do you typically eat in the evening? We're reading every comment and replying with personalized guidance. Now let's begin with number 6, a food that supports your eye health in ways most people never consider. Number 6, dark leafy greens, kale, spinach, and collard greens. At number 6, we have dark leafy greens, specifically kale, spinach, and collard greens. These vegetables contain remarkable concentrations of lutein and zeaxanthin, the primary carotenoids your eyes need for protection. Here's what makes them special. Lutein and zeaxanthin absorb blue visible light, 400 to 500 nanometers, and thus protect the eye structures from dangerous doses of this radiation. Your retina is constantly exposed to oxidative stress from light, and these compounds act as natural filters. Research published in the British Journal of Nutrition found that dietary intake of lutein and zeaxanthin was significantly related with a reduction in risk of late AMD, with a relative risk of 0.74, meaning about a 26% reduction in risk for those consuming higher amounts. The mechanism is fascinating. These carotenoids are concentrated by the action of specific binding proteins, such as STARD3, which binds lutein, and GSTP1, which binds zeaxanthin and its dietary metabolite, mesozeaxanthin. Your body has dedicated transport systems just for getting these nutrients into your eyes. 1 cup of cooked kale provides approximately 23 milligrams of lutein and zeaxanthin combined, more than double the amount used in clinical studies showing vision benefits. Spinach provides about 20 milligrams per cooked cup, while collard greens offer around 15 milligrams. The optimal way to consume these greens for eye health requires understanding bioavailability. Lutein and zeaxanthin are fat-soluble compounds, which means you need to consume them with healthy fats for absorption. Here's the protocol. Lightly steam 1 to 1.5 cups of dark leafy greens for 3 to 4 minutes. This breaks down cell walls and increases nutrient availability by up to 30% compared to raw consumption. Toss with 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil. Add a sprinkle of black pepper, which contains piperine that enhances carotenoid absorption. Consume this approximately 2 to 3 hours before bed, not immediately before sleep, as the fiber content may cause mild digestive activity. The timing matters because overnight, your body can utilize these nutrients for cellular repair processes without the competition from other foods. Never overcook these greens or microwave them, as heat above 300 degrees Fahrenheit can degrade lutein by up to 40%. Steaming preserves the maximum nutrient content while improving digestibility. Now let's move to number 5, which provides a different class of eye-supporting compounds. Number 5, wild-caught salmon and fatty fish. At number 5, we have wild-caught salmon and other fatty fish rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These aren't just good for your heart, they're essential structural components of your retina. DHA accounts for 50 to 60% of the total fatty acid content of the outer segments of photoreceptors. That's right, more than half of the fatty acids in the light-sensing cells of your eyes are DHA. This isn't coincidental, it's fundamental to how your vision works. Research is compelling. The EUREYE study, analyzing the diet of European elderly, found that eating oily fish at least once a week, compared with less than once a week, is associated with a halving of the odds of neovascular AMD, with an odds ratio of 0.47. But here's what most people don't realize. Not all omega-3 supplements or fish provide equal benefits. The DHA found in fish oil capsules and other supplements is typically in a form called triacylglyceride DHA, which does not reach the eyes effectively because it cannot travel from the bloodstream into the retina. The solution? Whole food sources. A 4-ounce serving of wild-caught Alaskan salmon provides approximately 1,200 to 1,500 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA. Wild sardines, mackerel, and anchovies provide similar amounts. DHA is a major structural component of the retinal photoreceptor membranes and the vascular tissue of the retina, while EPA has suppressive effects against oxidative stress and inflammation. For optimal absorption and utilization, consume fatty fish approximately 2 hours before bedtime. This timing allows for digestion while providing omega-3s during the nighttime repair processes. The preparation method matters significantly. Bake wild salmon at 325 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 to 15 minutes until it flakes easily. Never exceed 375 degrees Fahrenheit, as high heat oxidizes the delicate omega-3 fats. Season with turmeric, which research shows can enhance the anti-inflammatory effects of omega-3s. Pair your fish with a small serving of quinoa or sweet potato to provide sustained energy through the night and prevent blood sugar fluctuations that can impair retinal health. Moving to number 4, we're entering foods with more concentrated eye protective compounds. Number 4, blueberries and bilberries. Number 4 brings us to blueberries and their European relatives, bilberries. These small berries pack remarkable vision-supporting anthocyanins, pigments that offer unique benefits for aging eyes. The research on bilberries is particularly interesting. Anthocyanin-rich bilberry extract prevented the impairment of photoreceptor cell function, as measured by electroretinogram, and suppressed rhodopsin decrease in animal studies of retinal inflammation. Rhodopsin is the protein in your eyes that allows you to see in low light conditions. As we age, rhodopsin regeneration slows, which is why many seniors struggle with night vision. Anthocyanins are proposed to affect rhodopsin regeneration, and bilberry extract has been shown to stimulate rhodopsin regeneration. For practical purposes, both blueberries and bilberries provide benefits. A study of 36,653 women found that greater blueberry intake significantly reduced total AMD risk. The women consuming 1 or more servings per week showed measurably lower rates of age-related macular degeneration over the follow-up period. The mechanism involves multiple pathways. Bilberry anthocyanin extract protected retinal cells from visible light-induced damage, reduced intracellular reactive oxygen species levels, and upregulated the expression of protective HO1 protein. Here's the protocol. Consume 3/4 to 1 cup of fresh or frozen blueberries approximately 90 minutes before bedtime. If using frozen blueberries, thaw them completely. Freezing actually increases anthocyanin availability by breaking cell walls. For concentrated benefits, bilberry extract standardized to 25% anthocyanins at 120 to 160 milligrams can be used. However, whole berries provide additional beneficial compounds, including fiber and vitamin C, that work synergistically. Avoid consuming blueberries or bilberries with dairy products in the evening, as some research suggests that milk proteins may interfere with anthocyanin absorption. Instead, combine them with a small handful of raw walnuts or pecans, which provide complementary omega-3 fatty acids. Never heat blueberries if your goal is eye health. Cooking destroys up to 40% of the heat-sensitive anthocyanins. Consume them raw, at room temperature for maximum benefit. Now we're approaching the top 3 most beneficial foods for overnight vision support. Number 3, eggs, particularly organic pasture-raised yolks. And contrary to decades of dietary advice, the yolk is where the vision magic happens. Egg yolks contain lutein and zeaxanthin in a uniquely bioavailable form. Research found that supplementation with lutein improved macular pigment optical density significantly, with increases of 0.076 density units in higher dose groups over 48 weeks. But here's what makes eggs special. The lutein and zeaxanthin in egg yolks are bound to fats and phospholipids that dramatically enhance absorption. Studies show that the bioavailability of lutein from eggs is approximately 3 to 4 times higher than from vegetable sources. The difference between conventional and pasture-raised eggs is substantial. Hens that roam outdoors eating insects, grass, and their natural diet produce eggs with up to 200% more omega-3 fatty acids and 300% more vitamin E. The yolks are deeper orange, indicating higher carotenoid content. Each organic pasture-raised egg yolk provides approximately 200 to 250 micrograms of lutein and 150 to 200 micrograms of zeaxanthin, along with vitamin A, omega-3 fatty acids, and choline, all beneficial for eye health. The optimal preparation preserves these delicate nutrients. Soft scramble 2 eggs over low heat, never above 250 degrees Fahrenheit, for 2 to 3 minutes, stirring gently. The yolks should remain soft and creamy. Hard cooking eggs destroys up to 60% of the bioavailable lutein. Cook eggs in 1 teaspoon of grass-fed butter or ghee, which provides fat-soluble vitamin K2 that works synergistically with the carotenoids. Season with a pinch of Himalayan salt and freshly ground black pepper to enhance mineral and nutrient absorption. Timing matters. Consume eggs approximately 60 to 90 minutes before sleep. This provides enough time for initial digestion while supplying nutrients during the nighttime repair processes. Avoid pairing eggs with high glycemic carbohydrates like white bread or pastries in the evening. The blood sugar spike can increase inflammation and oxidative stress, counteracting the benefits. If desired, pair with a small portion of avocado or handful of nuts. Moving to number 2, we encounter a food with concentrated vision-supporting power. Number 2, raw walnuts. And the timing and preparation of these nuts makes all the difference for vision support. Walnuts are unique among nuts for containing significant amounts of alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. While the body's ability to convert ALA to DHA and EPA is not very efficient, converting less than 5%, recent research shows that even modest increases in these omega-3 levels support eye health. Studies have demonstrated omega-3 benefits for multiple aspects of vision. Research in aged mice found that omega-3 supplementation maintaining an AA to EPA ratio between 1.0 to 1.5 reduced the accumulation of lipofuscin granules in the retina, toxic deposits that accumulate with age and contribute to macular degeneration. But walnuts offer more than omega-3s. They contain vitamin E, alpha-tocopherol, melatonin, and polyphenolic compounds that work together to support retinal health. The melatonin content is particularly relevant for evening consumption, as it supports both sleep quality and has direct antioxidant effects in the retina. The proper protocol: consume 1 to 1.5 ounces of raw walnuts, about 14 halves or 7 to 10 whole nuts, approximately 90 minutes before bedtime. The walnuts must be raw. Roasting, even light roasting, oxidizes the delicate omega-3 fats and reduces their benefits by up to 70%. For enhanced absorption, soak walnuts in filtered water for 4 to 6 hours, then drain and pat dry. Soaked walnuts remove phytic acid and enzyme inhibitors that can interfere with mineral absorption and digestion. Soaked walnuts are also easier on sensitive digestive systems. Store raw walnuts in an airtight container in the refrigerator or freezer to prevent rancidity. Omega-3 fats are highly susceptible to oxidation, and rancid nuts not only provide no benefits but can increase oxidative stress. Combine walnuts with a few fresh blueberries for a synergistic effect. The omega-3s and anthocyanins work through complementary pathways to support retinal health. And now we've arrived at the #1 most beneficial food for supporting vision health overnight, backed by the most robust research. The #1 recommendation might surprise you. It's not a single food, but rather a strategic combination of the foods we've discussed, consumed in a specific sequence and timing pattern. Here is why this matters. The AREDS2 study tested the effects of 10 milligrams of lutein and 2 milligrams of zeaxanthin combined with omega-3 fatty acids, DHA and EPA, and other antioxidants. The combination approach was based on the understanding that lutein absorption is dependent on the presence of zeaxanthin, and multiple nutrients work synergistically. The research shows clear benefits. A meta-analysis of 9 studies involving 920 eyes found that lutein supplementation was associated with higher macular pigment optical density, with a mean difference of 0.07 density units, along with improved visual acuity and contrast sensitivity. But supplements alone aren't the answer. Whole foods provide a complex matrix of nutrients that work together. Data from the National Eye Institute's 10-year analysis of AREDS trials showed that a diet high in fatty fish, 2 servings per week, can reduce the chances of developing late AMD by 65% in patients who also have protective genes. Here's the optimal evening protocol for maximum vision support. 2 to 3 hours before bed, 1½ cups of lightly steamed dark leafy greens, kale, spinach, or collards, tossed with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. This provides 20 to 30 milligrams of lutein and zeaxanthin in a highly absorbable form. Alternatively, 2 to 3 times per week, replace the greens with a 4-ounce serving of wild-caught salmon baked at low temperature with turmeric seasoning. This provides concentrated omega-3 DHA and EPA. 90 minutes before bed, 3/4 cup of fresh or thawed blueberries combined with 1 ounce or 14 halves of raw walnuts. This delivers anthocyanins for rhodopsin support, plus additional omega-3 ALA. 60 to 90 minutes before bed, 2 to 3 times per week, 2 soft scrambled organic pasture-raised eggs cooked in grass-fed butter. This provides highly bioavailable lutein and zeaxanthin. This combination approach ensures you're providing your eyes with lutein and zeaxanthin for macular pigment density, omega-3 fatty acids, both DHA and EPA and ALA for photoreceptor structure, anthocyanins for rhodopsin regeneration and antioxidant protection, fat-soluble vitamins, A, E, for overall eye health, complementary phytonutrients that work synergistically. The timing is intentional. Consuming these foods in the evening, with enough time before sleep for initial digestion, provides nutrients during the overnight period when your body performs intensive cellular repair and regeneration. Critical consumption guidelines. Let me give you essential guidelines for maximizing the vision-supporting benefits of these foods. Bioavailability is everything. Carotenoids like lutein and zeaxanthin are fat-soluble, so always consume them with healthy fats: olive oil, avocado, nuts, or fatty fish. Without fat, absorption drops by 70% or more. Gentle preparation preserves nutrients. High heat, above 350 degrees Fahrenheit, destroys delicate eye-supporting compounds. Steam vegetables lightly, bake fish at moderate temperatures, and keep eggs soft-cooked. Consistency matters more than perfection. Research shows that regular, moderate intake over months produces better results than sporadic high doses. Aim for incorporating these foods 5 to 6 days per week. Individual needs vary.
If you have existing eye conditions, work with your healthcare provider. Some nutrients can interact with medications. For example, high doses of vitamin E from supplements may interact with blood thinners. Quality is crucial. Choose organic produce when possible to minimize pesticide exposure, wild-caught fish over farmed, and pasture-raised eggs over conventional. The nutrient profiles differ substantially. Timing enhances effectiveness. The 60 to 120-minute window before bed allows for initial digestion while providing nutrients during overnight repair processes. Eating immediately before sleep can cause digestive discomfort. What the research really says. It's important to understand what science has actually demonstrated versus marketing claims. What we know, lutein supplementation of 10 to 20 milligrams per day for more than 6 months can significantly improve macular pigment optical density and visual acuity in people with AMD. Multiple studies support this finding. What's less certain, while laboratory studies show promising mechanisms, the overall body of evidence is insufficient to conclude that increasing levels of lutein and zeaxanthin specifically will confer an important health benefit in all populations. More research is needed. What's contradictory, some studies showed that higher intake of omega-3 fatty acids was associated with lower AMD risk, while the AREDS2 trials showed that DHA plus EPA supplementation did not further reduce the risk of progression to advanced AMD. Results can vary. The key takeaway, these foods support eye health as part of a comprehensive approach to healthy aging. They're not magic bullets, but they provide nutrients your eyes need, with research showing measurable benefits for many people. Realistic expectations. If you have early signs of macular degeneration or other eye conditions, these dietary approaches may help slow progression or maintain current function. They work best as prevention and support, not as cures for advanced disease. For diagnosed eye conditions, continue working with your eye care provider. Diet complements but doesn't replace medical care. The choices you make about what you eat in the evening can have a meaningful impact on your eye health over time. Research consistently shows that dietary carotenoids, omega-3 fatty acids, and antioxidants support retinal health and may help delay the progression of age-related eye conditions. Remember the key principles. Dark leafy greens provide lutein and zeaxanthin for macular protection. Wild-caught fatty fish supply DHA and EPA for photoreceptor structure. Blueberries and bilberries offer anthocyanins for rhodopsin regeneration. Organic egg yolks deliver highly bioavailable carotenoids. Raw walnuts provide plant-based omega-3s and melatonin. Combination approach maximizes synergistic benefits. Start where you feel comfortable. Even adding 1 or 2 of these foods to your evening routine can make a difference over time. The research suggests that consistency over months and years produces the most meaningful results. Your eyes are constantly working, even during sleep, to repair and regenerate. Providing them with the nutrients they need through whole food sources is one of the simplest and most natural ways to support healthy vision as you age. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these foods will you try first? Have you noticed any connection between your diet and your vision quality? Share your experiences in the comments below. I read every comment and will respond with personalized suggestions based on your situation. If you found this information valuable, please share it with friends and family who might benefit. These evidence-based dietary strategies could support their eye health for years to come. Thank you for watching, and here's to your continued vision health.